Hello guys, so today I'm gonna be talking about an in-depth guide towards Dead Rails classes, okay? Now let's start from the beginning here. For the top, it's gonna be Santa, okay? Santa is very simple. The Christmas biome with presents will always spawn in the run. This is low-key bad, okay? It's not horrible, but it's not the best either. It's a free class if you beat the challenge. I don't know about the challenge, Frostbite mode. But still, it's just not as good as the other ones. Although it is better than the likes of Hunter. But still, it's not gonna give you that much utility with the Santa class over any other class, really. Now, the next one is Krampus. Krampus is bad for solo players, okay? It's basically the nun class for solo players, and you don't even get a shovel. Okay, that's bad. But the plus side is, if you're playing at least duo, you can spawn a really OP boss, the Krampus boss, and this actually beats Nikola Tesla in 1v1, okay? I have a separate video on that, but the Krampus boss easily solos the Nikola Tesla fight. It also can help you in many towns, situations. It's really helpful in Castle as well, okay? So yeah, this is pretty good. And some people don't know how to get the Krampus class, okay? All you have to do is donate 2 classes to people. It doesn't have to be the same class, and it also doesn't have to be the same people, okay? Just donate 2 different classes. The cheapest way to do this is just to get Miner and gift it to 2 different people, okay? That's the best way. Now next up we have the Nun class. What do I have to say here? There's nothing, okay? This is just normal Nun class. Okay, it's next. Miner. Miner is really good for early game players. We get the mining helmet, pickaxe, and coal. Now pickaxe isn't as good as it used to be, but there's still some utility from it. If you have 0 fuel, you can maybe find a coal vein that helps too. And you start with coal, so there is a technique with the miner class where you can farm wins if you have enough players. Now you get 1 conductor, and maybe 3 miners. You can also spend coal on a general store if there is needed, and you can just repeatedly play over and over again to get wins. Now, the next thing is gonna be Doctor. Doctor is really good, okay? It's cheap, it's affordable, and it has a lot of utility, surprisingly. Now, even though you sacrifice half of your own health to revive teammates, when you die, you can still revive your teammates, so if you get 2 doctors, they can revive each other, and it's really just very good utility, and you can basically get more, okay? Now, there's also the benefit of snake oil and bandages that we can sell for extra money in the beginning, which is not that bad, considering how it only costs like 15 bonds if I remember correctly. Next up is the musician. Playing a banjo will slowly heal nearby players but not yourself. Now, the musician is very good in the situation where it combos with vampire, okay? Vampire and musician is just so good. That's one of the combos here. I'm also going to be talking about the combos. Now, even though you don't heal yourself, it's still not that bad because you can get again 2 musicians to heal each other, okay? But if you're playing a solo, I mean, musician is just not class and you don't even get a shovel, so it's bad. Next up, we have the Arsonist, okay? We have the Arsonist, dealing double fire damage and spawns with Molotovs. If I remember correctly, they added a buff where he doesn't take fire damage anymore. You can get the Devil Tears or whatever it's called, the potion where it sets everything on fire, and this class just becomes OP. You can solo the entire game with that, okay? Next up, Packmaster. Really good, okay, just not that good, not really good, but it's still good. It's a solid C tier, okay? 3 tamed wolves, that's pretty good, and any wolf that attacks you will become tamed. It's pretty straightforward, and it combos really well with musician as well. Pretty self-explanatory here. Next up, Corrosioner. Spawns with acid mines and acid barrels, immune to acid damage. To be honest, I don't really think this has that much utility, especially when the end of the gate now doesn't have whales anymore. You can't really set up acid mines and acid barrels unless you just use your sack, in which case that's alright, but it's not optimal per se. But if you do get a what's it called again? The horse cart, it's really good because you can just set up acid barrels and acid mines and just teleport the items around, okay? Next up, Necromancer. Enemies killed with a melee weapon has a 25% chance of being reincarnated at the cost of 10 health. Very simple, but the thing with Necromancer is, it has to be a melee weapon. One of the best ways to get around this is by using Excalibur or Vampire Knife, I think, yeah, Vampire Knife. But, of course, the best one is gonna be the Jade Sword in order to get that 75% chance, okay? 25 plus 50 is 75. Basic math. You spawn with the shovel so you can actually start building your army from there. Alright. Even though it costs 10 health, I don't think it matters too much as long as you're not playing Nightmare mode. Next up is Conductor. Now, Conductor is actually pretty not as good as people used to talk about it, okay? Conductor only helps when you're 1, speedrunning, or 2, you don't want to play the game for long, okay? Because a normal Dead Rails run, if you loot all the towns, loot all the buildings like forts and Sterling and all sorts of stuff like that, on average, it takes a new beginner player 3 hours, okay? And maybe an experienced player would take like 1.5 hours or 2 hours, depends, okay? Now, Conductor only saves about 15 minutes of time, okay? It doesn't matter too much, but it's still pretty good to have, you know, especially if you're comboing it with a train, okay? Specifically the wooden train. Now, why the wooden train? Because it increases the speed, okay? It is very fast if you combo it with a wooden train. And armor train too, but armor train is just bad, I'm gonna talk about it later. But yeah, okay. Now, the next class is gonna be, let me check for a second. Okay, the Werewolf class. 2 times speed and damage. And health at nights, but okay. The Werewolf class is genuinely really OP if you have the minor helmets, okay? The most important thing about Werewolf isn't their weapon or anything like that, it's just whether or not you get the minor helmets. If you have a friend that's willing to just drop their minor helmet for you if they're using minor, then it becomes really OP because you can actually see in the night. The thing about the .9 is, it doesn't really matter too much. It's a trade-off, 10% less stats in the day, 100 plus 100% of at night is just a really good trade-off, okay? It's a 90% difference. Next up we have Cowboy. Spawns with a revolver, ammo, and a tamed horse. This is overrated, okay? The Cowboy class, like the Conductor, is overrated. Why? Because we don't need all of this, okay? We don't need revolver and revolver ammo at the start. We can just buy it if we have a Conductor or a miner. We can just get someone to sell the gold and someone else to drop money. We can buy a revolver ammo and revolver at the same time too. It's the same, okay? The thing is, revolver isn't that good. The best one is the Navy or revolver or the Mauser, depending on which one you get. Personally, Cowboy is horrible for me. I prefer just using a different class like High Roller. If you really want a revolver at the start, that's just gonna be High Roller's duty, dude. Plus, instead of just using Cowboy, you can come over here to the Gunsmith, okay? You can come to the Gunsmith, let's see, with 3 bonds and 2 times 2 is 4, so 7. So, with 7 bonds, you can get basically everything that Cowboy offers. Since it doesn't have any stat changes, it's not that worth it. You can just get 7 bonds instead of paying like 50 bonds per Cowboy, okay? And we get the same thing. Now, yes, we do spawn with Tame Taurs, but we have the train, that's way better, okay? Next up is the Alamo. Alamo is good when you have a train, okay? Okay, so I recommend the presidential train for Alamo, because with the newspaper at the beginning and the metal sheets we get here, no zombie or werewolf or vampire, well, vampires can if they teleport in, but no mobs can get inside the train. Okay, and the outlaw ammos also get deflected because the presidential train is bulletproof. Okay, not only is it bulletproof, at 25 kills, you can get the Lincoln Ghost, which is really OP. Alright, after that, you also get the helmets. Now the helmets is really pretty good, I would say, because headshots are one of the most damaging things in Dead Rails, especially at the end of the game. If you don't have a helmet or a minor helmet, you're basically screwed, okay? Now, the Alamo is also really good for the pacifist challenge. That's why I would recommend it. The Alamo is a solid A tier. Okay, so let me go through this, okay? Santa is gonna be F tier, Krampus is gonna be B tier, Miner is gonna be A tier, Doctor A tier, Musician B tier, Artist is gonna be C tier, Packmaster is a C tier, Corrosioner D tier, Necromancer is gonna be C tier, Doctor is gonna be B tier or A tier, depends. It's high B tier and low A tier. The Werewolf is gonna be it's gonna be high A tier. No, it's gonna be S tier actually. It's S tier. Cowboy is gonna be C tier. Alamo is A tier. Okay. High Roller. This is the second S tier. Okay. This is really good because 1.5 times doesn't seem like that much, but it adds up, okay? Over time, you get $50 plus 50 plus 50, and you just get a 50% bonus for free. 10 times more likely to be struck by lightning? That doesn't matter, you can just get a lightning rod on your train. But if you're like in a town in a storm night, you can just stay in the houses until it stops stops storming, bro. You can just wait, it doesn't matter that much, okay? Also, High Roller combos just really well with Tycoon. I want to talk about that later. Really, High Roller doesn't have that much downsides, and it's one of the cores to the game or whatever. Next up, Tycoon. Improved melee and weapon damage and max health, capped at $2,000. Okay, the more money you have, the more damage and HP you have. It's really OP if it's combined with the High Roller, okay? Now, if not combined with High Roller, I mean, it's fine, I guess. Also, it's a bit annoying when you have to drop the money to the Tycoon and having to pick it up. It'll take like 15 minutes, but still, it's pretty worth it, I would say. Because even with the shovel, I think you can one-shot enemies if I remember correctly. I don't know. I haven't played Tycoon in a while. One-shot or two-shot enemies with just the shovel. That's how OP it is if it's capped. Yes, it'll take a while to cap it, and you wouldn't have that much spending money if you want to max out the Tycoon damage. It's still pretty good though. So I would give this a solid A tier, but below, like A minus or something like that. Alright, Vampire. Increased movement speed and melee damage when takes direct damage in the sunlight. This is pretty solid, I would say. Now the vampire doesn't go well with other classes, I would say, except for musician, of course. And it's really bad in nightmare mode. Also, you can't really use the wooden train if you're wanting to use the vampire. I mean, you could, but it's not gonna be optimal. It's suboptimal. I wouldn't even say it's suboptimal. I would say it's bad, not even suboptimal, bro. But the good thing is, you start with a vampire knife. Now, this vampire knife is really OP. Why? Because you can solo the first sound of this vampire knife, okay? All you have to do is spam with the vampire knife and there's no chance of you dying, okay? Next up is gonna be survivalist. Oh yeah, I forgot to give rating. Okay, so the rating is gonna be low S tier. It's still S tier, but it's pretty low, okay? Now next up is survivalist. The lower your health, the more damage you do. Pretty self-explanatory. You start with a Tomahawk 2. Pretty good in nightmare mode. It's high risk, high reward. I would say the survivalist is really annoying, I would say, because if you use armor, that's gonna basically lower your damage output by quite a bit. And if you don't wear armor, you're just gonna die a lot of times. So getting the balance correctly is pretty hard, I would say. The good thing is, the damage increases is very high, so it's pretty good for nightmare mode. I'll give this a solid S tier. Like, it's high S tier, one of the best classes in the game. It's good for both solo and team, okay? Next up is Priest. Immune to lightning strikes. This is worthless. You can just not go outside when it's storming. And boom, you're literally also immune. Okay, so this aside, we get 2 holy waters and 2 crucifixes. Pretty good, I guess. It's not good enough though. There are no downsides, but still. The downside is how expensive this class is. If I remember correctly, it's about 75 mons. It's not worth it, okay? So I would give this like a solid C to B tier, I think, like high C tier with low B tier, okay? Next up, President, okay? This is almost exactly like the Krampus class, but it has more of a downside, okay? 2 times as far is not good. I would say this gets just like a solid, I don't know, low B tier? Yeah, low B tier. It's pretty good if you have musician or doctor. So, there's this, I wouldn't say bug, I would say unintended game feature going around. If you have the musician class as your friend, and the president maybe is dead, yeah, needs to be revived, right? You can just go with the musician and just play the music on the banjo. And once the president's health, it'll increase, but you'll still be in the state where you need to be revived, right? Instead of using a bandage to revive, instead, you can rejoin the game, okay? So, there's this join button, there's the code. You can just enter the code and rejoin, and the president will be full health again. That's one of the ways you can spam revives without using bandages or any money. That's really why musician is good too at nightmare mode and stuff like that. Next up is the Knights. This is pretty OP, I would say. Not that OP, but it's well balanced, okay? It spawns with a sword, helmet, and torso armor. Pretty good starting gear, and pretty good armor, okay? This is all the armor you will need throughout the game. And next up, this is also one of the key factors to making the king good, okay? So, because of that, Knights will get B tier, low B tier, okay? Next up is King. Gains more max health and damage the more teammates play as the Knights. Truthfully, this is self-explanatory. Nothing really needs to be said here. It's just that we don't have any friends, dude. Okay. You would need to like go to the Discord and join like someone's party or something. And even if you join someone's party, you will be first place tonight, bro. They ain't letting you in if you're using King. Alright. This is low-key an A tier, if you have friends, that is. If not, it's just gonna be, I don't know, like C tier. It's same as the non-class, if not. Okay, so plus, if you're using King, if you want like maximum output, you can't even have a conductor or a higher order. That's bad, okay? That's truly bad. So yeah, without friends or anything like that, it's just gonna be high C tier maybe? Nah, it's just gonna be solid D tier though. Alright, next up is Elf. Always spawn with 3 frost grenades, release an explosion on death. I mean, that's pretty good. It doesn't have any stat increases, but at least frost grenades are rare enough that it isn't the same class as a cowboy, okay? It's better than that, so I'm just gonna give it a high B tier. Pretty good, but not that good. It's well balanced, okay? Next up, Demolitionist. Spawns with 4 landmines and a gunpowder barrel, immune to explosive damage. Same as the Corrosioner. It's not bad, but it's not good. Well, it's kinda bad, so it's gonna be a C tier here. Really almost no utility for it. I mean, immune to explosive damage. It's good for trolling. Yeah, that's good for trolling. That's basically it. But yeah. Milkman. Okay, this is actually really good, okay? This is probably high A tier. The more you recover the milk, the more powerful you become. So there's this glitch for infinite milk. Okay, I'm not gonna go through it here. You can just search it up. If you point it at like a 90-degree angle, I think, or 45-degree angle, and you're near a wall or something like that, you can cover yourself in milk while also filling the bottle with milk. It doesn't really take that long to duplicate the milk. It just takes like some time, I guess. It takes 2 minutes to power up, and also the power goes away like after you are not covered in milk anymore. But you're not that much weaker than you are as the nun class, okay? I'm pretty sure the stats are the same even when you're not covered in milk. It's really good, okay? This is low S tier because of the time it needs to power up and stuff. You can't really just, if you're getting jumped maybe, yeah, you can't just immediately power up unless you throw the bottle. In that case, you're sacrificing the milk. I don't really recommend sacrificing said milk, okay? Unless you get a second bottle of milk, that's fine then if you want to just throw it at yourself, because we have more than 1 bottle of milk. Next up, Zombie. So yeah, this is pretty self-explanatory. It's bad, okay, it's bad. There's nothing saving this. It's probably D tier. I mean, zombies, like, okay, so we're gonna go with zombies here to heal. Bandages and snake oils can be put in your inventory, but zombies have to be put in a sack, okay? And sack space is really precious for grabbing gold and silver. That's why zombie is just horrible, okay? Even though it's less detected by enemies, who cares? You're not trying to sneak into the bank, no. You're gonna get jumped either way because there's zombies everywhere. Alright, next up, Hunter. This is gonna be the second F tier, but this is the worst of the worst thing. Spawns with the cross, but that's good, and bear traps, mid. But all wild wolves will be werewolves. Now, not only is this horrible with the werewolves everywhere now, this also negates the purpose of the Packmaster. Packmaster and Hunter don't go well. Okay? Don't combo them. Unless you're trying to do like a challenge or something. Well, there is, like, werewolves can give you money and wolves won't. But at that point, just farm Vampire Knights, bro. It's not worth it. Alright, it's not. The effort needed to put in to kill said werewolves, at that point, it's better to just kill outlaws, bro. Alright, next up we have Ghost. Hard to be detected by all enemies, but bullets have 90% of doing no damage but take more damage. This is good for the end game. And melee damage, okay, this is pretty balanced since the bullets are basically just from outlaws. Okay, that's where the bullets are going to be coming from. I don't know if arrow damage is accounted for this. If arrow damage is accounted for, then that's good for Stillwater Prison. So that's probably only good for the end game, but it's still really good. Now, the downside of taking more melee damage is horrible here, because most of the time you're gonna be taking melee damage. But again, it's harder to be detected by all enemies. So Ghost is just a way better version of the zombie, okay? It's a way better version of the zombie, and I would give this a solid low A tier, okay? Next up, Ironclad. This is one of my favorite classes. A heavily armored warrior with exceptional defense. Movement speed reduced by 10% due to weight of armor. That sounds bad with the movement speed reduced. It isn't that much though. I mean, sure, you will get outrun by a normal zombie, but it doesn't matter as long as you have shovel. And you start with the shovel, so it's fine. Because you barely take any damage at this point, okay? Barely any damage. It's a good trade-off, I would say. It's not a horrible trade-off, but it's not a good trade-off. I would say it's a solid B tier. It's pretty well balanced, but it's gonna be a high B tier, like B+, okay? It's high ends. Next up is gonna be Frankenstein. This is, hands down, my second most favorite class, okay? If you get killed, get struck by lightning, and revive, but only once. For solo players, it's just a massive W, because you get a second life. Even though it costs like 100 bonds, I don't know if it's decreased yet. It cost like 100 bonds when it first came out. It's still really good, because normally you wouldn't even have a second chance as a solo player. Now you do. And yeah, that covers basically all of the classes that you can get now. There's also the horse class and X-Slinger. I'm gonna talk about it in my next. X-Slinger lays an Easter egg every 2 minutes, unlocks from completing Extravaganza. This is really good. This is really OP if you were willing to wait. But there's a mob cap, I believe. I don't know how much it is. I think around like 30 or 40, I don't know. There's a mob cap, so it would have been S tier. But now, because of the mob cap, it's probably gonna be A tier. Or B tier, actually. I'm probably gonna say this is gonna be an A tier though, because it's still really good. And there's also the horse class. I don't have that here. The horse class is a solid A tier too, because your friends can ride on you, and really just really good actually. It gives you increased speed as well. And I believe that's all of the classes. Now I'm gonna be going over the best duo classes here. Alright. Now the best duo classes is probably gonna be Tycoon and High Roller again. That's one of it, and the next one is gonna be Vampire and Musician. Where's Vampire? There we go. The next one is gonna be what is it gonna be actually? Oh yeah, King and Knight. That's pretty good. King and Knight is good, and the best. Okay, now I'm gonna go for the best. Oh no, wait. We can use the duos though. Okay, next duo is gonna be Krampus and Musician. And for the trios, okay, trios is way different now. It's gonna be 2 miners and 1 conductor. And then we have the what else do we have actually? Oh, 2 doctors and 1 Krampus, or 2 doctors and 1 survivalist. That's also really good. And now let's go talk about the squads, like 4s, okay? So for me, usually this is what squad I do. So it's gonna be conductor, and after conductor we're gonna do high roller. After high roller we're gonna go with either doctor or musician. It's up to you. Usually I go with musician, it's more versatile. And after the musician, it's gonna be vampire, survivalist, or werewolf. That's the definitive best, okay? Now, thank you for watching, really. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. See you in the next video.